sector is clear.
Give us everything we got! All wings.
Hey there guys, Intercast here, aka Jedi985. Welcome back to the continuation of my 5 tips series for heroes, and in this video is going to be focusing on the one and only Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, Obi-Wan Kenobi, he is my second favorite character in Star Wars of all time, right behind Anakin Skywalker. I would even say that they're just a 1A, 1B. I loved Anakin and Obi-Wan when I was watching Star Wars as a kid, and even now I've grown much more appreciative of Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen's work. But with that out of the way, gentlemen, let's talk about tips that you can use to improve your Obi-Wan gameplay. Tip number 1, gentlemen, that I'm going to give you guys is to not use Restrictive Mind Trick as much as you would say use other abilities, like, say, Raise Insight. That's an ability that you should be using every opportunity you get because it's just that good. But Restrictive Mind Trick, Restrictive Mind Trick is one of those abilities that, realistically speaking, it can help, but it's so situational that you, realistically speaking, you don't need to be doing it. How it works, gentlemen, is you activate the ability, and whoever gets hit by it, that's on the enemy team, for 5 seconds, they cannot use their abilities. That's it. That's all the ability does. It literally does nothing. I would say it's right up there with, in terms of bad abilities, with abilities like Count Dooku's Exposed Weakness, Emperor Palpatine's Forked Lightning. You know, like, there's a lot of bad abilities, and there's a decent amount of bad abilities in this game, but I would definitely say Restrictive Mind Trick is definitely a top 3 worst ability in this game. So don't use Restrictive Mind Trick that often. You can use it, don't get me wrong, and you definitely should use it, but just don't use it as often as you would use, say, like Defensive Rush, which in my opinion is his best ability, which that and All Out Push I would say are his 2 best abilities, but it's kind of sad how bare bones of abilities he does have. So anyways, tip number 2, gentlemen, that I'm going to give you is to practice your parries and ripostes. So parries, if you are unaware of how they work, basically is you hold the block button, and then if someone swings on you, like you just saw a couple of times there, if someone swings on you, when you hear the lightsabers clash, you press the R2 button, or you press the swing button again, and you will hit the person back, and you'll go right back to your block. You have to hold L2 the entire time while doing this, though. So you hold the L2 button, and then as soon as the sabers clash, you hit R2, and you'll get a quick swing in there, hit the guy, and then go right back to your block. Obi-Wan is a fucking great hero when it comes to knowing how to do parries and ripostes. So definitely practice those with Obi-Wan because he is just that good with his parries. So anyways, tip number 3, gentlemen, is going to be star cards. Now, star cards for Obi-Wan, let's be honest, they're not tremendously great. Like, he has cards like, say, Jedi Resilience, which increase his health regen, but he already has 300 health regen to begin with, which is by far, the best in the game. It's not even close. So I don't get. I get why people won't put on his Jedi Resilience star card, but for me personally, I would definitely put on Jedi Resilience as it's the best star card. I think it is his best, and I think it is just overall the most useful card because you're always going to be able to use it because, like, forward, it's a good card for trooper modes, don't get me wrong. It increases the damage on his rush ability, but, like, in hero modes, I mean, I mean, it's okay. And then his push, don't get me wrong, it's good, but it pushes them away, which kind of defeats the purpose some days of what you're trying to do with Obi-Wan. So yeah, I would say put on Jedi Resilience and always. Pardon me. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I've been up for a little bit. I've been recording like 4 of these videos already. But yeah, always have Jedi Resilience because I think personally it is just overall his best star card. Tip number 4, gentlemen, I'm going to give you is that Obi-Wan Kenobi can actually be played very defensively. Don't play Obi-Wan too aggressive because, don't get me wrong, he can be played a little bit aggressively because he is definitely capable of doing that. But where you'll do best with Obi-Wan is if you are playing defensively, using his defensive abilities to block incoming attacks, and then obviously parrying their attacks right back at them. So yeah, do play more defensively than aggressively. Obviously, if you get more experience with Obi-Wan and you want to play more aggressively, then I would definitely go for it. But I would say, personally, play more defensively with Obi-Wan. And the last tip I'm going to give you, which is tip number 5, is much like Rey's Dash Strike, Obi-Wan's defensive rush is a multi-kill waiting to happen in certain situations. Especially on course color maps like I said with Rey's Dash Strike. Now the only difference is that Obi-Wan's forward defensive rush, it does not have the same, like Obi-Wan's forward star card. That's what I'm trying to say. Obi-Wan's forward star card doesn't have the same glitchy, bugged out thing like the same glitchy, bugged out like thing like Rey's Dash Strike or there's another one or Grievous's Claw Rush with lineup weakling star card. But it definitely does deserve to be equipped, and I would definitely use the forward ability just because in those situations, because again, it is a guaranteed multi-kill. Sometimes it is a multi-kill depending on the situation, obviously. But I would definitely keep in mind forward defensive rush when playing trooper modes. But anyways, gentlemen, that is going to be it for this video. I know, another short video, but these are just the only real tips I could give out that are coming to me at the top of my head. If there are any Obi-Wan Kenobi mains out there that want to give out more tips or have any other tips for me to give out to you guys, let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, gentlemen, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.